So, I went to the Diecast pub just off of Interstate 465 in Indianapolis and picked up this big haul of 11 Greenlight Diecast cars. All of them are in 1/64 scale. Most of them are from the IndyCar series, like this whole stack back here, and then there's one just off the screen. The rest are Barrett-Jackson running on empty and GL muscle models. So, to make this video quick, I gotta start opening them now. Okay, so we're gonna clear off everything here and start off with the road cars, which means we are starting with this maroon 2017 Ford GT. Just clear off everything here. I love this color. I knew I needed it when I saw it. I walked right into the store and I saw it. Let's open it up. So this is a 2017 Ford GT from the Barrett-Jackson auction Scottsdale 2020. It sold for an astounding, I'm going to move the car out of the way, $1.485 million. Honestly, the color adds a lot of that worth. Taking it completely out of the box, really thin wheels, metal, very smooth, black metal chassis, rolls super well. Rolls really well. It's basically all I have to say for this car. What is the color? Liquid red paint with frozen white racing stripes. Very, very beautiful maroon, very, very dark red kind of color. This car is beautiful. Alright, on to the next car, which is another Ford GT. Is another 2017 Ford GT that is in a lime green Verde Mantis, is the name of the color. This one sold at Barrett-Jackson for $182.5 million. Beautiful color. Let's open it up. This car is a lot more plain than this one. It does not have stripes, but it's still this beautiful lime green. Same chassis, super thin wheels. You can take the wheels off. In terms of quality control, there is not much wrong with it. Looks really good. So, these are the two Ford GTs. Look pretty good. On to, also got a pair of Corvettes. Starting off with this GL muscle car, the 2020 Chevy Corvette C8 Stingray. Let's open it up. Taking a look at this car, it's in kind of a track day livery. It's numbered 145. It's like Kaizen Motorsport. Have an F45 fitness logo over here. Kaizen Motorsport banner. There is some tape up here. The roof does come off. The roof does come off, but it honestly looks better with the roof on. Like, I'm not a fan of race cars with no roof, or like road car looking race cars without a roof. Rolls super well. It's slightly bumpy on the back. Overall, beautiful color scheme. Love the stripes. Super great looking casting from Greenlight. Very interesting to see how, say, a mini GT turns out compared to Greenlight in terms of a C8 casting, because Mini GT also makes very, very accurate C8 castings. On to the second of the two Corvettes. This one is the shell car from Running on Empty. It is very, very yellow. Let's open it up. This is the last of the road cars that I got, and it differs slightly from this white one back here, besides color. The roof does come off, which I find kind of annoying. On this one, it's held together by a rubber band. I'm just going to take it off so I don't have to. The wing is different, so if you take this car and bring it up, the wing is smaller. On here, it's more of like if Corvette had a GT4 version. This is kind of what it would look like. That would be my visualization of a Corvette GT4 car, but big fat shell logo on the front, Corvette on the windshield, shell on the sides and on the sides of the wing, Corvette on the back, shell on the license plate. Got shell over here by the front of the door. Incredible headlight detail. The interior, because I haven't looked at the interior of these cars. Very basic, plastic, but still very detailed in terms of the mold. Really, really good looking car. Let's put it back here next to the other Corvette, the two Fords. The other Corvette's roof back on. Try. There we go. I might actually super glue those on so I don't have to deal with those while I'm making like a stop motion or something. On to the Indy cars, probably one of my favorite Indy car models. The number 48 Carvana Jimmy Johnson car. This weird futuristic blue. It's a dark blue with those light blue stripes. Let's get it open. Haven't gotten an IndyCar model in so long, I almost forgot how to open the package. You do have to do a little bit more than to open a standard green light model because of this weird, like, trading card slot. Throw that over there, throw away later. Does come with a trading card with, like, the nationality, the flag of the driver's home country, car number, name of the driver, series, team name down here, and then just some general information about the driver. Car, though, oh boy, this car is awesome. Love the two different types of blue and the white. Almost kind of reminds me of the Van Wall Le Mans hypercar. Got Carvana everywhere on this car. American Legion up here by the Honda logo. American Legion also on the side pod, along with HPD, Firestone, and NTT Data. Carvana on both sides of the side pod. On the front of the car, we have the 48 NTT IndyCar Series, Honda, HPD, and a big fat Carvana logo. And then, if you barely see it, that is a Dallara logo on the very, very front of the car. Aero screen, we have Honda, NTT IndyCar Series, and I believe that is also a tiny Porter Paint Group logo. Speedway down here, got the 48 on the roll hoop, Carvana on the wing. The rear end is yellow because Jimmy Johnson was a rookie the year that this car was made. This is a 2021 release. So I am going to move it over by the Elio Castroneves car that I reviewed a few videos back. Then I'm just going to kind of build the setup around it. So let's move on to the next car. The next car is the only 2020 release I got throughout this trip. I am going to Gearhead's Diecast shop later this week, so I might find some more Indy cars and just generally more green light stuff. Maybe some mini GT, I don't know what I'll find there. But do have the very first 2020 car, Zach Veach's Gainbridge Honda. Let's get it open and talk about it. This car differs slightly from the others that I got, just in the style of the trading card. Still have the car number, the name of the driver, but we have a picture of the driver instead of the home country of the driver. But on the back, we still have the team name and then some information about the driver. But onto the car, it's almost the same as his 2019 car and the same as Colton Herta's 2021 car. But, a Gainbridge on the front wing. On the end plates of the front wing, just a cool little blue and yellow arrow design. On the front of the car, we have 26 NTT IndyCar Series, Honda, Gainbridge, DHL, Napa, AutoNation, US Concrete, and Dallara. On the side, on the engine cover, we have Honda, Gainbridge, and Speedway. Gainbridge also on the side pods. Cool little arrow design on the top of the side pods. On the wheel pod, we have Group 1001. Then over here, just have the generic HPD Firestone on the side of the wheel pod. Same on this side. And then on the wing, we have 26 on either side, and then Group 1001 on the wing. These are regular Firestone tires, as with the Jamie Johnson car here. I don't think I have an example here that I've bought today of an Indy 500 car. At least I don't think so. But, that is the only 2020 car that was out for quite a while, like anywhere from March, like from February 2020 all the way to like May. This was the only 2020 Indy car released. I think that may have been in part due to COVID, but still, it's been since now that I've gotten my hands on it. Veach was actually fired. Before the end of the season, James Hinchcliffe came in to replace him. I have his 2020 diecast over here, along with Colton Herta's old one. Here's Hinchcliffe's 2020 car. Just generic Genesis branding on most of the car. Same sponsors as on Veach's car. Genesis on the wing. I did do a little bit of modification to the back. And I also have Colton Herta's 2020 car that is sponsored by Capstone Turbine Corporation. Same decals, just a different design. Again, modified the rear. But moving on to the next car, we have the Dale Coyne Racing with Rick Ware Racing car of Roman Grosjean. Roman has since moved to the Andretti Autosport number 28 to replace Ryan Hunter-Reay. But still, I thought I would pick up this car because it's purple. Why not? This, by far, is one of my favorite IndyCar diecasts ever. On the trading card, same information. Country of origin for the driver. Driver name. Car number, series name, biography on the back, team name in that corner. The car itself, we have Nurtec ODT on the side pods. On the wheel pods, it's basically blank except for NTT and Firestone. Honda, MindMaze, Speedway, and HPD are all on the engine cover on both sides. Got hashtag Nurtec ODT on the wing. It's basically the same here, but inside this little, inside the suspension, just below the cockpit, I cannot read any of those sponsors, so anyone who knows what those sponsors actually are, comment down below, because I am too blind and those stickers are too small. On the front wing end plates, we have Valpak. On the front wing itself, we have Nurtec ODT. On the nose of the car, Nurtec, Jacob Companies, 51, Dale Coyne with RWR. Honda NTT IndyCar Series. I can't tell what that is. Can't tell what those last two are. They're probably the same as down here. On the back is also yellow because Romain Grosjean was a rookie last year, coming over from Formula 1 after that crazy crash at Bahrain. I did upload a video. I will link to that below. On the aero screen, we have Dale Coyne with RWR, Honda, NTT IndyCar Series, RWR. We have the name. We have Romain Grosjean up here underneath the hoop halo of the aero screen. Overall, super awesome car. All these Indy cars do roll very, very well. Moving on to what do we have next? The Rainbow Mobile. Scott McLaughlin's PPG Chevy for Team Penske last year. Let's get it open. I saw this car on the IndyCar display right when I walked in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to have it. This is beautiful. Love the rainbow design. As it is a PPG car, you're gonna have a lot of color. Very blue. Very, very blue. On the nose, we have PPG, the 3, NTT IndyCar Series, Chevy, Pennzoil, Shell, Dallara. On the front wing, we have Verizon. On the end plates, we have Hitachi. On the wheel pods, we have PPG and Snap-on, Chevy, NTT and Firestone, PPG on the side pods on both sides. 3 PPG logos on the wing, and the back is yellow. I did get all 3 2021 rookies in one diecast run. On the trading card, we got, he's from New Zealand. Number 3, Scott McLaughlin. They did add the a little bit more color on this one than some of the others. And then a little biography. Pause the video if you want to read it, as with the others. Overall, very, 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 very beautiful car. We have 3 cars left, and they are all from the same team. Starting in numerical order, we have the number 15, United Rentals Honda of Graham Rahal. Opening it up, let's get it open. I believe this is the livery that Graham Rahal ran at the Indy 500 in, and if you get the reference, I'll take the tire off. Because that is how his race ended. He, one of the pit crew guys did not tighten the wheel nut on the tire, and the wheel fell off. But to the car itself, we have United Rentals on the wing, Total on the end plates of the wing. On the nose, we have United Rentals, 15, Luther something. Total, NTT IndyCar Series, Honda, HPD, One Cure, People Ready, Dallara, and then the RLO logo. The sponsors are just getting smaller. On the engine cover, we have Honda, Fifth Third Bank, cool little star design, Fleet Cost and Care, and another is that another HPD logo? I cannot tell what that is. On the aero screen, we have Hy-Vee, Honda, NTT IndyCar Series, PPG. We have the RLO logo. On the wing, we have turnsfortroops.com. On the side pods, United Rentals. On the wheel pods, Fifth Third Bank, NTT, Firestone, United Rentals, Luther, and One Cure. That's pretty much it for the sponsors. I love the red, white, and blue. I do like Graham Rahal's 2020 Indy 500 livery more, because adding the silver stripes to basically the same car, but adding a little bit, and it makes it look cooler. So I'll slide that off to the side and head over to the next car, which is the number 30. Shield Cleaners Honda of Takuma Sato. This car is now driven full-time this year in 2022 by F2 driver Christian Lundgaard. Let's get the thing open. I've opened so many cars I'm running out of room. This livery differs slightly from the actual livery on the car that ran at, say, the Indy 500 or Detroit or the Big Machine Grand Prix. Got Hy-Vee on the wing, Dallara and RLL, no barrage of sponsors on the nose of the car on this one. HPD, Honda, NTT IndyCar Series 45, Hy-Vee, 45 on the roll hoop, Hy-Vee all over the aero screen. Speedway and Honda on the rear, and there were so many different sponsors that ran on this car throughout the season. They just left it blank because they had like Cheetos, they had Mountain Dew. I think they had a plain Hy-Vee car at one point. There were just so many, they just went with the plain Hy-Vee livery. Got Hy-Vee on the wing and on the wheel pods, NTT and Firestone. Overall, pretty generic livery, still a really neat looking car. And that, all of a sudden, brings us to the end of my large shopping spree. If you take a look at over here, not including these, 4 road cars and 7 Indy cars. I did a lot of shopping, and I probably spent way more money than I probably should have. But that concludes today's massive This Week in Racing Diecast review. I will be reviewing the cars that I get from my visit to Gearhead's Diecast shop later in the week. So subscribe if you want to watch that. I have a news video coming out either today or tomorrow, or both, depending on how many videos I get done. So, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to get more updates on the world of auto racing. I'll see you next time. Bye.